Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Midnight Mumble Podcast Edition. A little southern there. Oh my. Welcome back to episode number 9. Whoosh! I am alone again. Oh my goodness, so sad. Maybe I can get a co-star for next episode, possibly. I know there's a few people who are interested, so we shall see if time permits. So, finger crossed, maybe, I guess. I don't know. But I do know one thing. Episode 10, I will change the thumbnail style and the intro style. So this, my friends, will be the last time you hear that wonderful intro. Unless you watch the episodes before it again and again and again and again. Because, people do that. So you never know. You never know. But welcome. I've got a few questions lined up. I've got no idea what I'm going to talk about because I totally do not prepare myself. Yay! Because that's what makes this a fun little podcast. I get an idea in my head and then I make background noises by clicking. I don't know. Because my mouse likes to be obnoxiously loud, along with my keyboard, so it's a nice, fun little duo, I suppose. But, we shall get started by, the usual what's going on. Right now, it's kind of warm. Probably shouldn't be wearing my jacket, but, I really want to wear my jacket, so I'm wearing it, in spite of it being kind of warm. I turned down the, computer fans, so you don't get too much of a background noise, hopefully. And I just realized something. I kind of hunch over the microphone a bit. Maybe I need to find a way to prop it up a little. Or maybe, move my chair back in. Nope, not even that. Not even that. So I think I will just, lay a little floored. That makes sense. And talk into the microphone like this. Yes. Now I have to talk back a little just in case I start shouting. I have a second before I'm like, whoa! Turn my head a little, that way it doesn't blast your ears and your brains out. Yes. So, first things first, I will probably have to change that hashtag, because apparently a politician uses hashtag AskK, so changing that. I don't know what I will use, so keep your eyes out. If you want to, you can follow the Block Samurai Twitter page. And usually before I start recording, I will post a tweet and you guys can add reply there for your last minute questionnaires. And while I do the episode, I will check and make sure that nobody last minutes a question. So no topic ideas, although I see a few questions one question actually in particular that strikes my fancy, and I'm looking at it going, I can make an episode out of this if I actually watch the item in question. So we'll get to that in just a second. But I still have not watched the anime yet, but I did just watch Sharknado, and oh my goodness, it was stupidly awesome. It was fantastically dumb. Just the continuity errors and all the stuff that you expect from a budget movie was there. It was nicely, what's the word? It was nicely, I want to say recorded, videotaped in a way. The special effects were kind of silly looking, and the CGI for the sharks was a little, but what do you expect from a budget movie, right? I mean, the sharks were pretty decent. It wasn't as bad as this one movie I have called Megalodon. Ugh. I tell you what, that movie, I'm getting rid of that movie. It was sorely disappointing. You get to see the shark, like, the last 10 minutes of the movie. Spoiler alert, in case anybody wants to see that. Spoiler alert. The one movie I would love to see be made from a book is the Meg series from Steve Alton. That would be fantastic. Supposedly they were working on it, but I haven't heard anything other than that, so we shall see, I suppose. If ever it happens, we shall see. But nothing so far from that end. But on the topic of movies, I am getting rid of DVDs. Not anime DVDs. Not yet, anyway. Um, I don't really want to get rid of those because they're so hard to find, and some of them I have a nice amount of maybe the whole collection, or if not, I'm missing one piece. So I'm kind of holding on to that unless there's something in there that I absolutely do not want to keep. I'm getting rid of it. But no, I mean like the live action movies is what I'm going through. Because I want to go strictly to Blu-ray. Mostly because I like the box arts. I like the fact that they're skinnier, they're shorter, and usually, here lately, you can get the Blu-ray and the DVD for like a couple of bucks more than just the DVD by itself. So, doing that instead, yes. Because then it saves room, because then you got the DVD and the Blu-ray in one nice little container. It's wonderful. I do, however, wish that my, I don't think the box sets that I have for The Lord of the Rings, Dark Knight, Star Trek, motion pictures, and Alien, I don't think those have the DVDs, so I'm stuck with Blu-ray, which right now, I haven't had enough money to buy the Blu-ray disc optical drive for my computer, so my only Blu-ray player is my PS3, and it is not hooked up to anything right now. It is actually plugged away from any power outlet. It just kind of sitting there with its little creeper face sticker on it, just going, hey, I'm here. You remember me, right? I'm here. Please use me. Please, 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 please play a game. Please watch a movie. Please. Something like that. I don't know. That's how my PlayStation 3 sounds, apparently. Meh. Go figure. It's got a weird voice, apparently. It's got a pleading, sort of high-pitched sort of voice. It sounds a lot like me. Oh my goodness. It sounds like me. Help! That's interesting. I'm watching the waveform as I record this, because I use Audacity to record this, and in case anybody wanted to know. Last week, in order to get both my voice and Dylan's on separate tracks, or set, I used Bandicam actually to record that, and it worked out pretty well. I just got rid of the video, which was just there's two different ways to record with Bandicam, and the way that I did it was with a little box instead of it capturing one thing, which it wouldn't do the way that I wanted it to do, so I just left it with a little box thing that you could do, and so I did that, and I had it just on my wallpaper while I was chatting with Dylan, so that worked out pretty nicely, actually. I think it turned out really well, and the episode was actually quite popular, so I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. It was fun to make, and Dylan really wants to do another episode, so future, I've got another co-host. Yes. And Britt actually showed interest, so keep an eye out for that. I don't know when that'll happen because we're both really busy, so. But I'm usually off on Sundays, so there's a guaranteed winner. If it's not Sunday, we can maybe record it on Saturday before I have to go to work. Speaking of work, I know I've mentioned before that I was trying to find a part-time job somewhere else. I think I mentioned it. I'm not so sure. But I'm working on that. I didn't find anything yet, so I'm almost done sifting through my CDs, which was no easy task, I tell you what. That took way too long, and I'm still working on it. So my parents have first dibs, so they're going through that. So when they're done with that, I'm just gonna take it somewhere, the leftovers, take them somewhere and be like, hey, how many couple of dollars will you give me for this? My mom suggested that I do a garage sale. I don't know. I kind of don't want to request off a Saturday or a Friday because that's usually a guaranteed day of work. So I don't know. I don't know. Amusing enough, tomorrow is a 9 to 5 shift. I find that amusing because, most people have 9 to 5 jobs. Oh, well, guess what? Tomorrow's my 9 to 5 job. Oh, it's just kind of funny. But that's really not much is happening. The Steam free weekend, I managed to play a couple of the free games that they've got this week. Well, weekend. And definitely going to get Grid 2 whenever I've got some spare money. I think I might get the there's an edition that comes with all of the DLC. I need to add that to my wish list. I tried the other day, and it didn't want to do it, so I'm just gonna have to see if I can figure it out. So, I don't know. I don't know. Because, I mean, you can look at the package info, but that's all you can really do. That's a little disappointing. I know. But, I don't know. It's one of those things where right now I'm not worried about it. It'll just happen when it happens. But it'd be nice to have another racing game besides Burnout Paradise on my computer. I've got another one. It's Race 07. I'm talking about video games, guys. Ha ha ha. On my non-gaming channel. Oh my goodness, what? But there's another racing game that I've got on my PC, and I haven't tried it out yet, so I should probably try that one out, maybe. And I hopefully like it, because I've got that, and it's, I think, almost all of the DLC. I've got that, so. It's crazy, man. I think that's all on the gaming front. I've been playing a lot of Rogue Legacy. I've been grinding a bit for Barbarian, trying to get a whole bunch of coins to do an episode again. But I haven't had time, really, to do things. So it's a little difficult, actually. So there's that. I haven't watched the Heat Guy J anime yet. The only thing that I've watched recently was the Sharknado, and I got to watch some of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, actually, the other night. And that was fun. Got to watch that with my boyfriend. Haha, you heard it right here. I've got the boyfriend, ladies and gentlemen. So that's awesome. I'm really happy. He's adorable. So, yay! Yay for me! I've got a boyfriend. Haha. So, I've got the questions here. And first things first, thank you to Lisa, Dylan, and Daniel for leaving comments on last episode. I know not everybody gets around to it or has anything to say, so I appreciate the thought and the little brief time that it took to leave a comment. I always love being able to read some comments that you guys leave. So, thanks. But we've got Dylan asked me one question, and Lisa asked me a question. So we'll go with Dylan's first, because as per usual, I go with whoever leaves a question first. Dylan's question is, who are some of my favorite voice actors? And I feel awful every time, but I rarely remember the names of the people whose voices I'm like, you know what? They're a really good voice actor. I really like them. There is only 2 people right now that I could think of that I really like, and that's Kevin Conroy for voicing all of the Batmans, because, you know, I'm a really big Batman fan, and Kevin Conroy is my favorite voice actor for all of the Batmans, just like Mark Hamill is my favorite Joker voice actor. And also, Mark Hamill was in the Robotech Shadow Chronicles movie. He voiced Admiral Rick Hunter, in case you did not know. So that was pretty cool. But those 2 are my favorite voice actors, actually. Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill is like my favorite actor, period. So it's kind of cheaty that he's also my favorite voice actor. But I really love the voices that he does. It's hard not to love the voices that he does. So that's my favorites. And I can't think of any of the voice actors of any anime series. I know there's somebody. There's got to be at least 2 people that I really like their voice acting, but I cannot, for the life of me, think of who they are. I'll probably think of it sometime when it's not relevant or when I'm not recording. I'll be like, oh, right, it's that guy or it's that girl. Nice job, Kay. Thanks a lot. Oh, yeah. So, I can't remember them, but I might look afterwards and see if I can't figure it out. I don't even know what anime it is from, but sad to say I cannot remember any Japanese or Korean or American voice actor for any anime. So, there's that. That's wonderful, isn't it? I'm such an awesome anime fan. But that's where people... I don't think anybody realizes that I haven't watched an anime in a while, and I haven't been a big anime or manga fan in a while, so I'm kind of getting back into the groove of it, but I don't have as much time as I did, say, a couple of years ago when I first started this channel. So it's really difficult to do that. So I'm trying though, because I really like it. It's just really hard to find the time to do all these things I want to do, and some of it requires hours of planning, which is why I haven't done them yet. So it's really difficult, very difficult. If I had the time and effort, if I could just do YouTube and live streaming, I would love to. And then maybe like the mornings I could have to myself to do writing, which I'm getting back into as well. But I don't have such free time, unfortunately. So I have to endure the lack of it, sadly. But that's the way things go. Maybe eventually I will get to the point. But until then, I will just survive as I am, which is not very well right now, unfortunately. Which is why I have to sell a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, that's derailing from your question, Dylan. Lisa leaves the question of if I'm into K-pop or K-drama, can I do a video on either one of them? And I would love to, but there was a K-drama I wanted to watch, and I don't remember what it was called. And that was the only K-drama that I was interested in at the time. And since then, I have not watched any. So I'm assuming you're a really big fan of K-drama and K-pop, which I also can't remember any of the artists that I like. I could think of some J-pop artists, but no K-pop artists. But I know there's somebody. Somebody in my media player is a K-pop artist. I just need to find them. But if you have any recommendations for K-drama and I get some free time, I will totally check it out and I will totally do a video on it. I would love to, actually. Just when I have free time. And if you leave a suggestion. Note to self, I have Crunchyroll. I don't have the Crunchyroll, what is it? The special, you get to watch stuff before everybody else thing or whatever. It's like their Amazon Prime, but not. I don't remember what it's called. Like premium? We'll go with that. It's Crunchyroll Premium I do not have. So if there's any K-dramas on Crunchyroll, which I know there used to be, I think there still are, leave me a title and whatnot in this episode's comment section. It'd be greatly appreciated, and I will get to it when I possibly can. I would love to do like a K-pop, K-drama, and then maybe like a J-pop episode. That'd be kind of cool. Because out of all the CDs that I'm getting rid of, I am not getting rid of any of my Japanese, Korean, or soundtracks or any of that. It's like, I have to keep these. These took forever to find. And some of them I actually had imported. So it's like, no, I'm not getting rid of this. This is hard to find. This is special to me in a way. Because it was what I was into, and it was a really big part of the collecting. Because it spanned not just the CDs, but also it was kind of part of the otaku aspect of my collecting. So, because I'm keeping some of the CDs that mean a lot to me, or like my very first CD, I'm keeping that even though it's in awful condition because somebody swiped it and ruined it, and then I found it years later. So, but that's something else. That's in the past. I don't care. The CD's in my grasp right now, so it's mine. And it will stay mine because I'm not getting rid of it. It was my first CD ever, and yeah, it started something. Like, stuff that is my first of anything, I tend to keep it. Like, first game, first this, first that. I mean, I still have my Game Boy, and that was my first handheld. And then I've got my Game Gear as well, because that was, you know, the first really cool handheld, even though it ate batteries like crazy. But oh my goodness, if the Game Gear had a better battery life, I would totally be playing on that nonstop. Because it had some pretty cool games on it, and it was pretty sweet. Even now, it's pretty sweet. I mean, it's kind of like the size of a Wii U gamepad, so it's not It's heavier. I think it's heavier anyway. I don't know. I haven't held my Game Gear in a while. I hope there's no batteries that corroded in it. I'm gonna be mad if there is. Ooh. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. So, that's it really. I've been busy working and then trying to find a second job and then trying to figure out which CDs to get rid of. So next up is the DVDs and then after that is the manga. The manga is going to be the hard one because it's going to be one of those. I have so many and I'm thinking about selling them on eBay as I mentioned before. Some people have first dibsies. So they'll get to, I'm going to do a video on this because it's such a big thing to get rid of this. And it's not going to be all of it that's going to be rid of. So it's just going to be quite a bit. And I don't know, because it was the foundation, I would say, to this channel besides the first vlog. So it's a big thing. It's a really big thing. And to sell it is, I don't know, it's like a step in the, I'm kind of not into this as much as I thought I was, but it still means a lot to me. So selling it is, I don't know, it's going to be difficult, especially trying to figure out how to sell it. Because I want to make something off of it. I mean, if I'm getting rid of it, I need to make something off of it. And selling it back to Half Price Books, which is where I bought probably almost all of it, is not going to provide anything. So I thought about selling it all on eBay. So if that does work out, hopefully I can make some money to get rid of this debt that is making my life miserable. It would be nice anyway. So, but yeah, that is it, I believe, for this episode. A bit weird, I know. A bit mumbly and deraily, but what do you expect from me? You should expect that indeed. So, as always, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for leaving a like, a thumbs up. Thanks for just stopping by and saying hello, leaving that one little view that gets me a little happier every day. So, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.